I'm your friend to the end. What is up, guys? It is me, the Review Master 19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at something different. This is an action figure. Disclaimer before I start the video, it's missing its Velcro and the box is a bit damaged because I got this when I was younger, and let's just say I wish I looked after it a bit more. Everything's here though, so without further ado, he wants to be your best friend, so let's get into it. This is by Neca, and as you can see, there's some things there. As you can see, Neca, Real Toys, Child's Play. If you don't know what Chucky is, I recommend you go and watch all the movies, because the old ones are better in my opinion, you know. It's basically about a serial killer, I can't remember his name, and he possesses this good guy doll, and he's called Chucky, that's the name of the killer. And there's a young boy called Andy. Yes, Andy. Not Toy Story Andy, we're on about the other Andy. So he can be all sorts. He can be a builder, he can be an Indian. I don't know what that is, but okay. And he can be a fireman. He's your best friend. He's collect all the good guys' accessories. We all know good guys, you know, he's that doll. And this is not a toy, it's a collector's item. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with the amount of detail that's on this toy, or action figure. And, you know, let him share your secrets. So without further ado, let's open the box. So we've got a nice picture of Chucky there, and unfortunately I've had this model in my attic, so it's been a bit, yeah, it's had its fair share of looks and stuff, and I did give this to someone over a week, and unfortunately it came back like this. But anyway, so we got all the accessories, and we've got interchangeable hands. We've got the razor he used in Child's Play 2. Even the duct tape hand, where he duct tapes a knife to his hand. This is the blade. A baseball bat. The yardstick, which he uses to beat Miss Kettlewell with. The blade, and then the voodoo knife, which he tries to, you know, kill Andy with. A good guy hammer. A pistol. A kitchen knife, and all sorts of accessories. So let's get him out of the box and take a closer look. So let's take a look at Chucky. This is the figure, and oh my gosh, Neca, what an excellent job you've done with Chucky. There he is. You know, I don't like the orangish ginger tint to his hair. It just seems a bit inaccurate to me, but look at those eyes. Hi, I'm Chucky, wanna play? Yeah, that's one of the things he says. Basically, where, you know, the woman's like doing that, and then he just turns his head 360 when she's trying to figure out why there aren't any batteries in him. The head articulation is very nice. You're on a ball joint, 360 degrees. Highly posable. Yep, just look at that. His jumpsuit, if you can call it that. I love the way they've done all the, you know, overalls and these little feet and the sneakers, and lots of people get these, and I had a friend who got one of these off eBay, and turns out it was not a Neca one. You can easily tell when you zoom in, and it should say Neca on it. Yep, Universal Studios, Neca Toys. Yep, 2017 this came out. So as you can see, lots of posability here. You can, don't want to be too stiff with it, but yeah. You can move the arms, you can move his hands. He's got very nice hands. I love the sculpt on the hands as well. It's very nice, you know. Even the fingernails as well. But it's really cool. You know, you can even move his feet, which is nice. Even the leg articulation is beautiful. And just the way they've done him, you know, he just looks awesome. So let's have a look at the heads. There are a few head sculpts. And to do his head, you just... it's quite difficult to do because it's on a ball joint, but yeah, we'll do it off camera because I don't want to break it. But yeah, that's the first head sculpt. Then you got this pretty excuse my language here, this is why this channel's not made for kids, pissed off expression. You know, basically he's a bit more angry. You can see his teeth, you can see his furrowed eyebrows, and I don't know why there's this bit of hair here, but he's gone from a nice looking doll to, hey, why the hell are you looking at me, sort of thing. I'm trying to enjoy my day. But yeah, as you can see, the ball sockets are very nice. And again, this hair colour, I remember the review spot, you know, like when I was younger, watching his videos, and even he mentioned it. And I will actually mention him in the comments because he was the reason why I got this. So thank you, review spot. You have been a inspiration to many, and you were a big part of my childhood. So as you can see, there's a lot of cool, you know, but the head sculpt don't stop there, because then you got this one. So this is Child's Play 1, Child's Play 1 or 2, and then this one is the seed of Chucky, I think. This is the Chucky that just makes me creeped out. I think this is the one of his head where he gets stuck in the drawer or something, you know, and the older Andy ties him up or something, and, you know, he bites and tries to feed him a cigarette. But look at this. Look at the bruising detail. Isn't that just cool? So as you can see, it's peeling apart, the stitches, just the whole mold of the toy, well, the model itself, you know. And again, I don't like this hair color, but, you know, it's not noticeable when you have it up close in person, but it's different. Even the eyes, we've gone from a nice bluish color, right, to an okay possessed look, to absolute gruesome. Now, if you think that's gruesome, this is why Chucky's not made for kids. This, I believe, is on Child's Play 2 or 3. This is absolutely amazing. So you've got half of his face there, and then just this detail. Look at the gore, even the dried blood, and you can see the side of it, and you can see the motors and the inner workings and all the guts and organs and stuff. It actually kind of makes me queasy looking at this, but if you like gore, you know, he's got half of his face ripped off, so, and his hair's a bit matted and more messed up. So let's have a look at the accessories. We've got his good old baseball bat, which I believe he used in Child's Play 1 to beat Andy with. It's just a generic plastic baseball bat. There's nothing to it. It's just a nice painted baseball bat, isn't it? It does have this nice wooden texture on it. If I zoom in, I don't think my camera's going to let me zoom in anymore, is it? No. But, focus, please. No? Okay. But yeah, it's got a nice wooden tarnished effect on it. You can't see it on camera, but I'm sure if you watch other people's reviews, it's a lot more easier and better. But yeah, that's the baseball bat. Very nice. We also get a knife, and this knife is very cool because we actually have, I'm not sure if it's gonna, my camera's gonna pick that up. It's focusing on the light. There you go. Is it gonna do it with the baseball bat? Ah, there you go. You can finally see it. But yeah, it's got a wooden tarnish to it. This is very nice. I'm not sure what this was used in, but Neca have done an awesome job with the paint on this blade. It looks like real wood. And it's painted silver as well. I'm not sure what Chucky he used this in. I think it was Child's Play 3, but very elegant looking knife. Okay. Then we have the kitchen knife, standard on all Neca figures. Michael Myers, you know, it's the sandwich blade. I love that it's got the seam, but this is where things get even cooler. The blade is actually sandwiched. Like, it's just amazing how they've managed to get all this detail in. But it's just a stabby knife, you know, just your generic knife. But yeah, really cool. And then we all know Miss Kettlewell, you know, the teacher who told the boys off and told Andy off, and she stuck him in a cupboard. And I think Chucky said, don't mess with the Chuck, and he beat her with this yardstick, which is like a ruler. And they didn't have to do all this detail, but you've got measurements, you've got the Play Pal Toys marker, well, logo. It's just beautiful. And even these holes, they're actual holes as well. And it's just beautiful. I don't even know how we managed to beat Miss Kettlewell to death with it, but yeah, it's made of a really cool plastic, really cool accessory. I love it a lot. Now, be careful if you're a collector, because it is made of plastic and these can break if you don't look after them, but really cool. I love the yellow as well. It feels like wood. And I love that Neca have added this in. You know, Miss Kettlewell, we're coming for you. I'm just going to show you what he looks like holding things, because it's quite cool. You know, having him in this position here. Oh, I don't think he's going to hold it, but there's a few hands. But yeah, there we go. So, sort of like that, yeah, sort of like that. But he beats Miss Cattlewell to death with it. Then we have the hammer, which he uses to knock. I think it's... I'm terrible with names, but I think it's Andy's, like, mother's friend, the one where she jumps off the car. Again, amazing detail here, Neca. You've got a wood thing here. We've got the Good Guys trademark logo here. We've got the hammer. I don't even know how this can become a dangerous thing. I mean, it's for Chucky, you know. He's not... He wasn't really a killer to begin with. He was only a killer when Chucky, you know, the killer, possessed him and went inside the doll. But yeah, as you can see, you get the idea. But yeah. And we have this, which is the razor he uses to cut the person's throat. I mean, believe it was Child's Play 3. As you can see, it looks really nice. They've tried to do the gold engravings, which is nice, and it's a switchblade, so it's a razor blade and stuff, and I think we can get him to hold it in this hand. It's a bit too big for him. Everything's a bit too big for Chucky because, you know, he's a doll. But yeah, it's a really nice serrated razor blade. I'm joking. You're not really going to cut your finger on it, but yeah, you can get the idea. That's what he uses to cut. And no, it doesn't collapse or it doesn't fold. It's standard. Then we've got the standard favourite Chucky item. This is the voodoo knife used by the voodoo doctor, I think. And it's just beautiful. We've got the red. We've got the matte black handle with the ghost and the X, you know. And this is the blade, you know, the voodoo knife. Really cool. And then we've got this switchblade. Now, when you get this model, be careful, because this is incredibly sharp and pointy for reasons. And as you can see, you've got the matte black handle. This was the same knife he uses to package tape his serrated hand. He got it cut off, and as you can see, it's the same blade. But the way they've done this is just absolutely stunning. But yeah, this is the knife he uses. I believe he's given to it by someone. Charles Lee Ray, that's his name. Got it, Charles Lee Ray. That's the name of the killer. Or Chuck, for short. So as you can see, he's got his package tape, duct tape hand, and as you can see part of the sleeve, and got some blood. But yeah, really nice. And then he comes with this. It's a gun. And this is the gun he uses to kill in Child's Play 2, I think. But yeah, it doesn't move or anything. It's just your generic pistol. It doesn't... the magazine doesn't come out. I don't think it does. No, I'm not even going to try. But yeah, really nice pistol. And he comes with 2 sets of hands. So, you can pop his head off. And it's quite a heavy ball joint, so you want to be careful. And we'll just put this head sculpt on. It's quite a tight fit because it's a big ball joint. Kind of hurts my hand when I do it, to be honest. And then to put the hands in, it's quite easy to do. You just take them out. They're on little balls joints. And we'll put this one in. And as you can see, you can hold that. And you can actually get them to hold things, so... I don't think he's going to be able to hold this knife. No, he's not. Maybe this knife. Maybe this knife. It's a bit smaller. There we go. Yeah, you can get him into some really cool action poses, like if you put the knife in that way or something, and then have him like that, and then like sort of creeping towards you like that. That's a pretty cool pose, actually. I might actually do that for the thumbnail. But yeah, you can see how scary he is. I mean, look at that. Very scary. So, I've actually forgotten a main accessory. So, let me just jump cut. I have to jump cut because we forgot the Good Guy box, you know? This is the box he comes in. It's really nice. And you can actually assemble this, by the way. And pretty cool. You know, you assemble it. And you just... put the pieces in. It's like papercraft. And it's made of really good cardstock. And then you've got a Child Play box. You've got a Good Guys box. So let's have a look at some of the details. Good Guys, he wants you for a best friend. Collect all the Good Guys accessories. Play partner toys, ages 4 and up. All the good things you expect from there. Batteries included. Well, not in the Chucky version. Let him share your secrets. Yeah, because he's a serial killer. He wants to be a cowboy. He can be a soldier, a doctor, and some sorts. He comes with a baseball bat. So as you can see, this is the baseball bat. And then the gun, of course, and then the hammer. But yeah, really cool. And you can actually place Chucky in this. If you open the box and we remove the blade. And just take off his head. Your worst nightmares are now true. I mean, how cool does that look? I mean, Neca have done a really good job, even when this figure came out in 2017 and now we're in 2025. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like, share and subscribe. And please leave a comment. And I shall see you in the next one. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video first. And before you go, you might want to look under your bed, you know, because this guy might be waiting. He might be watching.